What's up guys, we're back from Texas. We're gonna be working on the Supra this evening. I was getting ready to open this, but before I open it, I was gonna show you guys. So there's a couple ways we could mount this to the roll cage, but there's only one way we could get it in and out. So we're gonna see if we can mount it up right now without having to like move anything, the seats or anything, and just get this to fit in there with a bottle. And then we gotta be able to remove it like 3 times a weekend. So we will see what we can accomplish right now. I wanted to show you guys before we started, but hey, check this out. Renee set up some stuff in here. So now we have merch here at the shop. Obviously you buy it online, but I guess if you're local and you want to stop by and we're here, you could come by, grab any of the merch shirts and or some Supras or maybe sunglasses or a poster. So don't forget to check that stuff out. All right, let's go look at the Supra. We had to put new stuff on the back because the tire wall ruined it again. Okay, so what we're thinking is on this harness bar, we can mount this mount like here and here. We'll come off of the harness bar facing that way, and the bottle could be in here, and then we'll like unhook it and slide it through this area here, because that's kind of the only spot we can do it without moving seats around a lot, or we'd have to mount the bottle right here, which this is not the right type of mount for that. But me and Joe were looking at this and we're like, oh, we could build something that this bolted to, and we could still use this really cool billet mount, but like build a mount for the mount. But let's see if we can do it without doing that. So I'm gonna open it up, climb in there, start installing it, and then mount a bottle in there with no plumbing, anything, just a bottle by itself, and then we'll stare at it for a second, see if it'll work out with what we want to do. Look at that, I was able to mount it down in there on the diagonal bar. So it's a really cool bracket that just bolts right to your roll cage, spaces it off your roll cage just enough that a bottle will fit on it, and then it has like the second section, the interlock in, and you remove that part when you want to get the bottle out. So this will not be the easiest to get out of here, but
here you go, Dan. Thanks for letting me drift the Prius.
Yeah, it was nice. Oh, that's like an S-curve. What about those less S-curvy ones? Nah, just use this, huh?
All reliable.
All reliable. Rear arms and stuff coming back together. Pretty simple, but just a little time consuming, but it all worked. So, then I had opened up the kit with the dry system for the solenoid. This is in, out, and then I believe this is just for a gauge, like a pressure gauge. So you could leave that closed or put a gauge on there, or maybe a sensor on there. So we would need to mount this somewhere in the bay. Got a little bit of explaining to do for you guys. Let's pull up a chair. We were planning on running it on like this section of the intercooler, or maybe in the in tank, and it would go on this side down in here, and that'll be where the shot goes, and then it travels up on to the intake. So this is kind of like a bulkhead fitting, so it has like the 2 halves, and you could tighten it down against the inside of the intercooler or whatever. And then this is this part here. Let me get it apart. This part here is where your jet will go inside of there. So right now there's nothing, but you would, let's say you put like 75 shot is what we plan to run, and then you thread it back into your dash 4 line, and the jet allows it to shoot inside. Like the jet will monitor how much shoots inside and sprays, and you probably see how this is directional. You'll point it like this coming through the other side, so it sprays like right up here as like air from the intercooler. It cools it even more, boom, goes in there. Then this would have to be mounted somewhere relatively close so that you could get this line to go down in that general area. So probably would need to get mounted like along the frame rail or something over there, somewhere down in that area, or like right here on the motor, I don't know, somewhere like that. We had pre-wired into a Deutsch 6-pin for the relay. We have like power, switch power, everything for the relay that will go for this guy. To turn this on, I believe we still need a relay, but we have it wired up to the PDM where you can just press nitrous and purge. Let me just put this stuff back and I'll show you. So in the bottle, real quick, the bottle would have a -6 coming out of it, run down along like the wire harness, probably come out over here. And then the problem is I don't have a hole where I can go through the firewall on that side. Unfortunately, we'd have to go, either it would have to be really long and head out and come through like a hole right here per se. And would have to run along the channel where the windshield wiper arms and stuff went, come out there, go down, come over here. Or if it didn't do that, it needs to come out this side, but then the hose has to make it all the way over here before it can feed in. So we have two options how to do it. We'll figure that out when we get closer to it. And then the wiring though for the solenoid and the purge is both down under the intake manifold. So ideally we would have probably the solenoid over here and the purge over here, because we might have room where we can like mount it somewhere right there where they both mount there, and we bring a little bit of wiring up from the connector that's underneath here and bring it up over here. And then we'd have one hose come down through here, the other hose head that way. So this is kind of like my planning process, but then we will build it and we'll show you. But just to show you the keypad, we have nitrous arm here and then purge right here. So these are already wired in. And then on the arm, we were gonna do like the third time you hit the button, it'll turn the heater on. So we have like the bottle heater will be in this, and then purge is just purge it. Okay, we'll be back later with more stuff happening. We got some New Zealand visitors. All the New Zealand people. Say what's up, guys. What's up? What's up? These guys drift. These two drift Supras as well in New Zealand. Check them out. And then they may or may not have drifted this guy in Mexico. We took a short trip to Mexico. We're back though. And Renee did her first donut. Thanks to these guys, they coached her. Thank you guys.
Awesome. That's really good.
New Zealand's always inspiring people to go drifting.
Yeah, you guys have a common friend.
Yeah, that nice.
Mexico was great.
Yeah.
Mexico was fun. Glad you came. We got another really clean Supra in the shop. It's 97, 15th anniversary. If you didn't know, all 97s are 15th anniversary. Shh. It's got some nice wheels on it. CCW classic. Whoa, 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 whoa. The trunk closed. You need in there too.
Dang it.
Now I gotta climb up.
I had to leave it like halfway open because you know if it's all the way open it hits the light.
Yeah. Well, good thing is we can show them inside the car now. Basically immaculate in here, guys. So he has different seats installed, but they look good. It's black leather, done just right. He's eliminated his back seats. Kind of have stuff taken apart in the back, but let's see if I can show you. Looks kind of like an FDR X7 in the back now with like these compartments they built. And it's just still flat where like the Targa would mount in the back. But he has all the 97, 98 panels in here. Like, looks like they're redone. Obviously it's a 97, so it would have had them, but they just look super clean. And then he has the TRD wheel with new leather wrapped around it. And this car also has a Hyper Tune and a Borg Warner on it. I'll show you that when the car's down. But why is it here? Okay, so he wanted to upgrade his fuel system. Ian was the guy tuning with him, and they ran out of fuel pressure at a certain point and started losing fuel pressure during boost. So he's like, okay, we need to redo the fuel system and update it. It was a little bit old. And it also had multiple wides, so it's kind of cavitating probably at a certain point. So we went with the Radium dual pump hanger. Well, it's a multi-pump hanger. There's two in this one. And then we upsized this. Radium sells different sizes. We upsized to a 10 feed. So it's feeding the all the way up to the filter, and a dash 10 returns a 6. Normally it comes with an 8. This customer wanted to go like full overkill so he doesn't have to ever do this again. We use the XRP Pro Plus race crimp with turn down nuts, and then we put this shielding over it. Mainly just for chafing reasons, so we kind of tuck both of the hoses in there and run it down around the tank and up over the subframe and it'll make contact with like the body in a spot. It'll make contact with like this is relatively sharp, I guess, right here on the subframe. If it sat there rubbing for years, you would go through it eventually, so that's why we do that, so protect it and never gets to the line and like rubs the the hatch closed again.
It startles easily.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Earlier today, the creeper fell over. That one over there, and I like jumped like a foot, and I'm like, oh, what was that? So he's also doing these Radium brake line, fuel line, retainer, the kit that Radium sells, and he did the purpose-built mount by Radium, the billet one for the MK4 Supra for the, oh, yes, the police are here. We gotta go, guys. I'm in trouble. I'm not sure what I did, but I gotta go. We'll talk later. Well, I just got in big trouble, guys. I'll tell you about that another time. Anyways, this is what we're going for under here. We're gonna also update this for him because it was kind of done sloppy, I guess he was saying last time. And he wanted to clean everything up and make it look symmetrical as it comes along through here. So we're doing that. And then the flex fuel sensors in here, we're still integrated that to work. We just have a little bit of zip tying to do. And then we can show you the top of the car now. Oh, maybe it's better tomorrow because Joe's still working on some stuff. But just to clarify, I didn't get in trouble, guys. That's just Santa Ana PD. We're friends with them. We've been in the area for many years, and so we make friends with kind of every one of the neighbors all around. He just comes by when he's on duty if he has time. Don't worry, no one's in trouble. Plus, we've never done anything illegal, so how would we get in trouble? We're just going to the racetrack. Updates tomorrow on Green Supra. All right, see you guys.